Good morning, students. I hope you all good and safe. So, today we start from the previous where we end with. So, we end with different sectors, like how IT played role in different sectors. So, we were talking about IT in government and public service. So, how IT helps in government and public service. So the government use large scale computer applications in daily operatings and is actively encourage e-governance practices. So you all heard about Digital India and all the e-government sites, which are the best example of IT in government. So here, Government of India are the best example for this. Government and non-government organizations (NGO) as well as international government agencies use ICT applications to communicate and provide various services to the people and is called e-governance. There are various official web portals of Government of India for e-governance. So IT play a very important role in government, as the law passes, the announcements, the lockdown. Today, if we call about the lockdown, it just our Prime Minister PM Modi just give a press conference or a video, and whole India get to know about what is happening. So that is the power of IT in government and public services. So next is IT in different educations. How IT help in education? Yes, you all know how IT is like computer and information technology are extensively used in education for teaching, learning as an assessment. The software hardware technology is used for creating and transmission of information in various forms, including still pictures, audio, video, animation to learners. The learner become easy and accessible through IT. A lot of teaching resources are available for teaching to teach in a better way. So like today we are giving you online classes, online assignments, your ERP, your Teach Next, your smart classes are the best example of IT education, like how IT helps in our education. So online assessment helps to access the student without any biasness. Okay, so this topic is divided into few parts. So first part is ICT in classrooms. There are many ways in which ICT is used for education in classrooms, such as e-learning. You all know e-learning classrooms, smart board presentations, video and experiments, creating of image and video, desktop publish of magazine, letters, documents, educational games, learning using CD-ROM media, and gathering education information on internet. These points are familiar to you. I don't think so any of these points is not understandable by you, as e-learning, you know, we do in classroom. Smart boards, we are using smart boards. Videos, we are giving you videos, like I am presenting you the video, and you, by seeing this, you make these things understandable, that how this chapter is elaborating to you. So next is education, anywhere, anytime. Yes, education is like NCERT books. Any student in India can access NCERT book through online. Yes, online, through online, like the websites we are going through. We have provided the mobile apps, like in any part of country, any part of India, we are sitting and we just search, we just open that website and download the link or download the PDF and get that particular content which we want. You can also contact a teacher or a trainee via internet to use VBT. VBT stands for web-based training, in the way education has reached the far-flung area by reaching the unreached. So by this, every student now can get education, and he or she can study with the help of IT. And third part is C, teaching aid and media. Okay, tell me what you mean by teaching aid. Teaching aid stands for the particular points by which we can give you a better education in a different new innovative ways. So ICT is used mostly as a teaching aid in schools. To example, now we are taking example how. First is use pictures, animation and audio visual to explain subject that are difficult to explain. Yes, if there's a topic which is actually you're not getting properly, so what we can do, we can help you by using the pictures, the animations or the audio, so that you can actually understand that topic more frequently. Second is make the lesson interesting using presentation. So we can make a presentation of that particular lesson and you can easily go through that. Third, organize lesson using computer. Fourth, obtain the information relevant to the subject. We will give you more information which is relevant to your subject. D part, learning management system, LMS. Again, careful, you have to know the full form of LMS. So a learning management system is used by many countries to manage school system. A student or a teacher can register himself or herself on official website to access LMS and get many services from LMS. The student can be benefit by using LMS. So here are the benefits by using LMS. First is learn lessons anytime, anywhere. Submit queries, getting replies and submit comment through forums. Participate in co-curricular activities via video. And last is monitor the progress of their students by parents. So these are the points. When you use LMS, you can benefit these points. You can get the benefit. Next is how IT is helpful in health sector. So in health sector, you can see hospital management system is used to maintain and manage patient records, always various activity. For let's take an example how IT help in healthcare. You know, there are very good hospitals who provide all the medicine, all the computerized machines are used, like ECG, EEG, ultrasound, CT scans. The variety of measuring instruments and surgical equipments are used to monitor patients' conditions during complex surgery. Expert system is used for diagnosis. Healthcare manufacturing companies use computer to aid the production of diagnosis tools and instruments. Computers are an integral part of laboratories and dispensaries. They are used in scanning and diagnosis different diseases. So yes, IT is helpful as our scientists research on this. With the help of IT, they get to know the solutions and provide to others, and there are many diseases which can curable because of the help of IT. So again, this particular topic in health and care is also elaborate in many points. The first point is use of ICT in diagnosis. So how ICT is help in diagnosis, how we use in diagnosis. With the advancement in computer hardware and software, various high-tech machines. Now we talk about the machines which we get through IT. So it is used to diagnose and treatment of critical diseases. Using expert system, disease can be diagnosed at early stage and patient can be given treatment accordingly. So there are some machines which we study. So what is it? Is it about if we diagnose the disease in earlier stage, so it can be curable with the help of this. So it can be diagnosed only with this technological machines. So these machines are we get from IT. So first is CAT, C-A-T. It's computerized Excel tomography machine. It is used to this, like it's mentioned, using this machine 3D dimension image of different parts of the body can be made. These images are helpful in diagnosing disease. So it actually give a 3D image of that particular part of the body in which we are suffering, and by that diagnose we get to know that how much the condition is critical. Second is MRI. You all know MRI, magnetic resonance imaging machine. So MRI, like it's always a good option that we get earlier the results and we get to know if our condition is not so serious or serious, then we get immediately the treatment. MRI machine are used to give the digital impression of internal organs of the body by using strong magnetic field and radio wave. The digital image are very helpful in detection and in deciding the treatment of disease. Third is ECG. You all know ECG. The ECG machine is used to monitor the heartbeat. If you have problem in your heart, like it's always helpful that if we first go for ECG, and by that the report, we show that report to a doctor, and if everything is good, it's good, and if something is problem, then he or she get the treatment. When the heart pump blood to different part of the body, some electrical impulses are produced. These machines record the electrical impulses and show in the form of a graph. Next is cardiac screening machine. This machine display the physiology of heart and it display the movement inside the heart. Through this machine, it is possible to diagnose problem of the heart such as thinning of vein and then recommend treatment. Next is EEG. This machine is used to record the activity of the brain. Yes, if the small electric probes attached to the head receive the electrical impulse of the brain and display them on the computer screen. This device can retrieve the data in both states, whether a patient is awake or asleep. For sixth is blood sugar test. Yes, I think most of the student have this machine at your home, as your grandparents or your parent. Some people have that blood sugar problem. So this is the perfect example. This device analyze a sample of blood and determine the blood sugar level. And last is blood pressure machine. This device, which is worn as a wristband, can measure the blood pressure of a person at rest or when he or she is involved in some physical activity. So here your first unit is complete. So I have already uploaded the assignments and notes. Be very vigilant. You have to complete the notebook, you have to complete the notes. And yes, I have also uploaded your chapter in a PDF form. So download that and do the questions in your notebook at the back exercise. Thank you. I hope you all are safe.